call the meeting to order at 7:30. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Frank? Report.
Public safety handled 10 incident reports for July, including fireworks, welfare check, one motor vehicle accident, disturbance, and 911 hang-up. We did 5 house checks for the month. There were 10 parking warnings issued, 17 parking tickets issued, 6 quality of life violations addressed, and we handled 17 special event parking requests. As far as violations from the last meeting, we've had 2 of them have been corrected, 2 have requested additional time, an additional 30 days. We have 2 to 3 open currently, and actually a 4th one from yesterday that we still have open as far as property maintenance violations.
Okay. So I know we have 1 on here. Is there any that we should be, we need to do, or are you giving them time still?
We have 2 that, 1 that has not contacted the building department to my knowledge, that was discussed at the last meeting.
Okay,
That's a deck
okay.
that we need repaired. That's it, other than one.
Frank, was that mine or was that Karen Lowenstein?
I said, that's not yours.
No, yours we didn't vote on last time. We gave you until today to finish it, so.
But I still have my permit open on that. And I have I was told that I should put a barrier up. There is a railing, so you can't walk out onto it.
Yeah, what's there now?
There's a
Well, we're not
railing
up to
there.
that. Let's get up to that.
Okay, I just want to clarify, but
Okay.
there's something else about the front of the deck, and as far as, I saw Karen Lowenstein after the last meeting, I just in suit mark, and I approached her, and, you know, I will get to that, I'm sorry about that, I just,
Harbor
Try.
Management, Joe?
I try to rectify that.
Okay, this is a report submitted by John Lane. Items to report. Number 1, harbor master title has been retired and replaced by bay constable. Town personnel who supervise harbor activities are now bay constables. The town has begun to use its new heavy-duty workboat, which can service harbor channel marking buoys and collect large floating debris from the harbor. Total revenue from mooring permits this year is $128,560. That's town of Brookhaven, not us. The town is considering installation of a waste holding tank in the main parking lot area to provide an exit facility for boaters. Coast Guard has finished installation of 2 range lights that mark the center of the harbor's federal channel. The Bay Constable will issue temporary permits to mooring owners, which they can give to friends for the use of the owner's mooring, especially in Pirates Cove, and thus reduce the prevalence of unauthorized boaters using a mooring when the owner wants to do so. Submitted, John Lane.
Okay, Commissioner Walnut Beach is holding a meeting on Sunday at 4 o'clock at the beach. It'll be high tide. He's looking for input of how to improve the beach and ideas that people have to change things. So I'll let him know, John, that you're gonna go?
Yeah, we know.
Okay. Then you could really be the go-between the board and stuff, unless he sends in a report or something.
Okay, great.
Public comments?
I have 2 questions.
Me?
Beth Sutherland, Oscar Lane. I see there's no treasurer listed. Do we no longer have a treasurer?
No, we didn't reappoint her at the August 3rd meeting, and in September we'll start interviewing new treasurers.
Okay, thank you. And given that we are 2 months into the year, why have we spent the entire legal budget, particularly if it doesn't include the recent lawsuit?
No, it does.
Well, you just said you got the bill. You just received the bill.
Right, did Natalie get this morning? Was that in the numbers this morning? I sent it over to her. It might be in there. I didn't look at that, I'm sorry, but I can find out for you.
It's not.
Okay.
Okay, so there's $11,500 out of the $12,000 spent. So if that includes, I'd like to know if that includes this or not, whether we spent it or not.
Okay, I'll find out for you.
Is there a reason we didn't renew the treasurer?
No, we just decided to go in a different direction. Janet?
Janet Basile, Washington Street. Is there any way to recoup the $18,000 legal fee?
John?
I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't believe so.
And that wasn't in with the
There was a stipulation,
determination to have
there was a stipulation entered between the outside counsel and the attorney for Stevens, and I don't think that it provided for legal fees, I believe, so I don't think at this time that we would be able to. Normally it wouldn't be, but
no way to countersue or?
no, that, normally that type of action there isn't, so. And they weren't awarded and they weren't agreed on.
Insurance?
I think we did make a claim that the insurance company
did.
was denied,
Mhm.
because it was an election case.
Yep.
They said it wasn't covered because it was an election case.
It was covered last time, right?
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't,
I don't remember.
Think
So many
so.
lawsuits, we can keep track.
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
And is it typical that something like that wouldn't be covered? Or
It's
is
typical
that
that it
what-
would not be covered,
It is typical.
yes. Usually the things are covered now are, unless you buy a rider, which is only offered by some companies and is very expensive, generally only claims for damages are, like in tort claims, basically, are covered. And even a lot of the tort claims are not covered these days. The insurance companies have really limited a lot of the coverage that they used to have.
Are you gonna really insure us? Every year we're getting sued. So I would say no. Okay. Okay. Harry?
Harry Berry, 15 Silver Beach Court for now. One, I have several things. I don't think that taxpayer money should be spent on this legal funds. I think the person or persons responsible for it should be billed, and if they don't pay it, it should be added to their taxes. Everybody here is so worried about taxpayer money. I don't think this should be paid for by taxpayers.
Okay.
I will have a petition signed by hundreds of people that will sit down there and be presented to the board shortly. Two, I don't think that a trustee who's in violation of building codes, safety codes, and rentals should sit down there and be voting on anything that pertains to anybody else in this village when he himself is in violation of these things. There will be further coming up on that, I promise you that.
Well, you were in violation when you were a trustee, and there was.
Bull,
Well, no,
Bull.
don't respond.
Alright,
bull.
okay.
I don't own a house in the village. I have no petitions against me. So I don't own nothing. Yeah. I'd like to know what's happening with the tree committee.
You missed it?
You wanna answer that one?
No.
The
I
tree-
want an answer now.
Tree committee, Roger Flood is asked to be the commissioner of the tree committee. So we're going to talk to him about it, and they're starting over. They have a program that's at his house.
This is a little bit long. This is 11 months now that they've had to survey. 176 trees were recommended to be taken down immediately, and we've done nothing.
But I think I've seen a lot happen in the last few weeks, so that's good. We're starting to move forward.
I'd like to have it presented to me in writing. What you've done, who you've done it with, who you've met with, and if you don't, I will sit down and go further.
How much?
That's my fault.
Don't
Alicia?
start with me. I'll come right
Alicia?
across that table.
No.
Is that a
No,
No,
Is that a
right.
threat?
Excuse me, can we think this over? This
Yes, Felicia, you can't.
Well, I still think that,
Yeah.
it's the tough part.
Thank you. Felicia?
I saw that there was a resolution for the legal department. I'd like to know what the board's plan is to address all the all the illegal apartments in the community. Frank Schaefer, I'd like to know as code
There's no
enforcement
resolution
chief.
for a legal apartment.
Yeah, on 14 Walnut.
No, it's a deck that wasn't finished and is unsafe.
Doesn't it say tenant? And Harry just brought it up as well.
No, it's determined to find
Oh.
petition to inspector's report the condition of
Okay.
second balcony.
But
at the door.
Harry brought up an illegal apartment issue and he accused
I don't
one
know,
of the
John, what are we
trustees.
gonna do about that? You?
No,
No.
I'm speaking.
Okay.
I'd like to know what code enforcement's plan is to enforce all the illegal apartments, including some of the other people sitting on that board. So I'd like an answer on that, because the door swings both ways, not just one.
The village board's take on illegal apartments has always been the same.
What
We're
is
not, unless somebody is complaining or somebody puts in a complaint, we don't do anything about it.
Okay,
Okay.
well, I'd like the form, because I want to put in a complaint on, for a lot.
You put in complaints all the time, you know how to do it, send the
No,
email.
I don't put in complaints all the
You
time.
can send the email.
I've never put in a complaint, actually.
It's fine.
So don't say I did. But I'd like to see that it's enforced evenly across and not hand-selected. The last resolutions at the last meeting seemed like a target list. And continually it's a target list because people have complained, I know because people have told me they complained about apartments, and those people still have those apartments continuing. So it's definitely hand-selected who gets voted on and who it's brought up against.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other comments? Okay, resolutions? Resolution 08-2017-1, resolution adopting August 10, 2017, gender as printed. So moved?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Chris, number two.
Resolution number 08-2017-2, resolution accepting the monthly reports from August 10, 2017. So moved.
Second, all in favor? Motion carries. John?
Resolution 08-2017-3, resolution adopting the minutes from July 20th, 2017 work session of the meeting of Board of Trustees. So moved.
And a second.
Second.
All in favor?
I'm gonna say nay on that. because there was
Mike,
one thing-
I'll do four.
I'm gonna say nay on that. There was one thing that I actually answered with the minutes, and I said no on something, and it came back, well, yes. I'm not too sure, I think it was with Debbie Stevens. It was just yeas across the board, and I just remember I said, I declined once, and it's run after it. It was, I think it was.
July 20th.
Was that when you were talking about Debbie Stevens and
That was unsafe? You said it's
not
not?
unsafe, it was the fact that we're talking about multiple kitchens, I believe it was as far as unsafe, but it was something we brought up.
Well, the
I remember I just
resolution
thought.
was that it was unsafe, and you're saying that you don't believe that.
I'll just say that the
you
minutes
have.
weren't accurate because it wasn't put down.
Okay. John?
So there's a question on the motion. The question is that the minutes were not accurate with one requested change, to change the note on the minutes from a yes vote to a no vote. So the first thing is a motion, the first thing that you need is a motion to amend the minutes.
Okay.
Or you could adopt, it's a motion to amend the motion to adopt the minutes with that correction.
Okay, that
So
sounds good.
that's the first thing you need to do.
Okay.
So it's a motion to amend the prior motion with the, to state that the motion is to adopt the minutes with that correction. Somebody needs to make that motion.
Yes.
Should I make that motion?
Yes,
To adopt the, all right, I'm gonna repeat it, I'm gonna screw that up.
I think he has it, so if
Okay.
you're making the motion, we just need a second on
Yeah.
that.
Okay, second.
All in favor?
Okay, so now the original motion is now amended to read, the motion is to adopt the minutes as corrected.
Okay, motion to adopt the minutes as corrected, so moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? So that'll be number 4 then, right?
No, it stays as number
Stay
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, I'll do 4 because 4 is not right, but we do have to put the other one in the resolution to rescind the public bids from July 20th, 2017 for the paving and curbing of Sharon Avenue and Highview. So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. So you'll do number 5 now.
Resolution 08-2017, 5, resolution directing Crump Newfield to schedule and notice accordingly public bid for paving and curbing on both Highview and Sharon for September 14th, 2017. Does that change too, or?
No, we're gonna
That's the
redo the
same.
bids.
Okay,
Yeah.
so move.
Second,
Second.
all in favor? Motion carries.
Resolution 08, 2017-6. Resolution directing Clerk Newfield to schedule and notice accordingly public hearing for Verizon New York Inc. cable franchise renewal fee on September 14, 2017. So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution authorizing the stenograph service Flynn to produce verbatim transcripts for the zoning board appeals and planning board hearings, with the applicant being responsible for the cost of the stenograph service, with the stenographer to be retained in accordance with the village procurement policy for a I should put in there about,
Pending.
yeah, pending references checked by Village Hall for a contract of 1 year to provide stenograph services on an as-need basis. So moved?
It's Flynn?
Flynn,
Flynn.
yeah.
Second.
Now, do we need to first have a motion to amend this?
Do we have to amend that? No.
Because we're inserting the reference part of it, so we are changing.
Well, no, we amended the language of the resolution before we made the motion, as we were making the motion, so that's okay.
Okay,
We just have
second.
to change it.
Second.
All in favor?
Resolution number 8, 2017-8. Resolution determining and finding after consideration of the inspector's report that the condition of the second floor balcony and doorway at 14 Walnut Street are not in compliance and constitute a hazard, an unsafe condition and nuisance in accordance with Poquott Village Code Section 50-4 and a violation of Poquott Village Code Section 120-2E, property maintenance, and directing the building inspector or code enforcement to give notice to the owner or the tenant or tenants at 14 Walnut Street to correct the nuisance and unsafe and hazardous condition and remedy the property maintenance violation under Poquott Village Code Sections 50-8 and 120-7.
So
moved.
this is, we went yesterday?
Yes.
This is yesterday, so it's still,
Right.
right.
Now, as
So,
far as the railing, it's, I mean, safe as far as no one's out on it, it is blocked off. So,
right, but we talked about it at the 2 weeks ago on July 20th. You said it would be done by today. And so now you
Right,
have
you would-
you have an order to fix it, that's all.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
Alright. I'm just saying, Dia, it hasn't been done yet, you know, you gave me the card and I thank you for that. I'm trying to get some people together, but, you know, this time's where, I mean, I spent 8 hours volunteering moving the fiber fill. I mean, I've been working, I've been home,
I understand.
I was working around the village, so I mean, you know, but the thing I just wanna say is, you know, as far as unsafe, it is blocked off. No one can walk out there, it'll be done, but I have until, I mean, is this gonna keep on coming up every single week that we come back here, or?
Well, now
I have
you,
until the end
it's
of
unsafe.
October.
Correct, Joe? You looked at this?
If you can't walk out, or is it unsafe?
This is an extreme hazard that should have been taken care of 10 years ago. So,
Okay.
I don't know what. How does, excuse me, other
You
than
can't even
that,
walk out there. There's a railing blocking there. Mike said just block it off with a railing. I said, okay, fine.
I don't have anything else to say.
Okay. All right.
No,
You
I don't
can't
mean,
vote.
I'm not,
You have to
I'm not
abstain
saying
from
anything
voting.
to be disrespectful. It's
No,
just-
you're not. It's
just
fine.
that I shouldn't say anything else.
That's fine. I
She just
understand.
asked me my
It was a
feelings.
bad, it was a bad design. It's just something I had to deal with multiple times.
No, it's
and
not-
it was,
Just we need to take care of
That's
both
fine.
sides.
Now, on the motion, I would vote for this, but I haven't seen the actual statement. And I'll go through this again.
Actual
really-
statement of what?
The complaint. I need to see what I'm voting on.
We had it here, do you have it from last, when we were here on the 20th?
I'm sorry, I missed,
The report for 14 Walnut?
what do you want to see specifically?
Well, on anything of this nature, I agree with the fact that something needs to get taken care of, okay? But when I'm putting my name on voting on something, I need to see what I'm voting on. So I don't have a copy.
We had all the paperwork at the 20th meeting. John said it would be done by this meeting, so we tabled it for this
Okay.
meeting. I
can give
apologize, you weren't here, you
I'll
didn't
give you
get it.
additional information if you like.
Yes.
So
if you
this
want,
was originally addressed in October of 2016,
Mhm.
okay? Where a notice was sent in 2016. The owner applied for a building permit shortly thereafter,
However, no work has been done since October of 2016, and that permit will be expiring shortly.
October, I think it's 20, is it 29th, Frank?
I don't have an exact
Okay,
date
it's,
for
I
that.
think it's, I believe it's
We
29th.
can find it though. Okay, so that is what, and the fact that the doorway is blocked is technically not by state a resolution to the problem.
Okay.
Okay, it's, the repairs need to be made regardless of the fact that the door was blocked.
And that's by state ordinance, that whatever work was done is not appropriate.
That work did not solve the violation. The work that was done to block off that door does not resolve the violation.
And they never just discussed it, you know that it's not in,
That's I just put the decking down. It's just, like I said, it's just the way that.
no one ever told you that you could do that and it would be okay.
Well, I'm sorry?
No one told you that if you put up a,
Well, yeah, well, I was
A
out
railing?
here, he said, she spoke to Mike, and Mike said that, just put, you said to put a railing up.
As a temporary,
Okay.
Thanks.
as a temporary
Okay.
thing, until you corrected that.
Right.
I mean, that's like really a gross violation
I got
right
you.
now. Because God forbid a child goes up there, opens that door, unlocks it, they're gonna fall right, that
Well,
board
climbs up this
across.
ladder, that's next to it.
It's not allowed there.
The
Well, I was
ladder.
working on it.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
done
just
in the
saying.
progress of working on it.
Okay, well, this was yesterday, I'm just saying,
Okay.
you know, I know boys still climb, so.
okay. So you mentioned that was just temporary and it should have been fixed by now.
Right.
Yeah, that's something, I mean, we gave him time,
Okay.
and I mean, I understand he's busy,
Mhm.
but it's something that has to get done.
Okay.
You know, that is a life or death type of.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just clearly here, I was just I was under the, you know, under the impression that the permit will be taken care of before the permit expires. So I understand that when I get the whole resolution, I get it and it'll be taken care of.
So, do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution 08-2017-9, resolution reappointing Vinnie Basile to alternate member of the Village of Poquott Planning Board for 1 year. So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Joe, you want to do the checks?
Okay. 99 vouchers, total $117,465.71. Here we go. Ace Hardware, 18806. 4D Landscaping, 176260. Corinne Jacoby, stenographer, videographer, 150. New York Miners Church Association annual meeting, which will be in October. We have not yet gotten the notice from the judge as to how much the cost of the room will be yet. That's $50. Procup's bill for 7/19 through 8/9, $2,107.50. Taylor Rental, tent rental for the Poquott Community Fund event, $479. Wex Bank gasoline for the car, public safety, $219.34. That's 14 bills totaling $4,956.50.
Quick question, do we vote on everything as one, or can we break these out?
We vote on the whole check register.
That's what we have to do?
Well, that's what you
So it's either up
normally do.
or down, if we disagree with one, we vote against everything?
That's what we've been doing.
I'm asking,
It's a check
is that
register.
what you wanna do?
Yeah. Is there one that you are disagreeing with?
Yeah,
Okay, so bring it up. Which one?
well, again, the tent rental for a community group.
Okay.
I didn't see a village, partake in that. I
Okay, well, there were two
didn't ask
things,
for
you
it.
weren't there, but there were two things. There was one, Joe did pictures, he did the faces of Poquott, and there was a whole stormwater presentation. And earlier in the day, the Boy Scouts were there cleaning out the sump and replanting, and they presented what they did. But you weren't there for that, we were. And there's pictures of it, just so you know.
Was there a notice for the residents of Poquott that they should be there for that? I'm asking,
No,
because I didn't, there wasn't.
no, we have, the Boy Scouts have asked to do this project. It happened to work out on that same day, and we let it happen.
Mhm.
And it was part of the stormwater plan, so it worked out good. And there's all, and we do it every year, we don't put up what we're doing there, or any event for that matter. I don't think we've ever done that in the past, have we, Joe?
No.
No, when we did last time, the Ryan just came and did the pictures, right? Yeah. No one's invited or asked to come down there. So no.
What is the real issue?
It's not public now, don't worry about it. I don't want to be contentious, I just place my vote.
May I continue? 24 unpaid bills to be approved. American Recreation Products, 15 yards of Fireball, California Park, $1,029. Excavators bill email revision, $62.50. Cullen Donosky Auditors, $5,440. Paul Edison Village Justice, July, $250. Lead Auto, work on a 2009 Jeep, $224.84. General Code Publishers, E-Code 360 Maintenance, $1,195. That doesn't include the revisions to the code, which they'll be getting soon. So we'll get a bill on that. Glatfelter Brokerage, Public Entities, Group Managers Fees, $495.60. Lund Valve Testing, the backflow valves at Walnut and California, $45. Nelson Pope and Voorhees, Engineering for the dock, $5,217.50. Optimum bill for 8/10 through 8/17, 8/1 through 9/1, 9/4/90. PSE&G bill, streets, $321.95. PSE Jill pole rental, $12.44. PSE Jill electric village hall, $459.62. PSE bill for California Park, $24. Quickway sanitation, $7,061.12. Small business management for July bookkeeping, $376.25. Staples bill for supplies, $85.56. Town of Brookhaven Highway Department pothole repairs, $6,128.33. Triad Telecom telephone service, $123.81. Verizon Wireless for the phone for the public safety, $61.46. Williamson Law Book Company absentee ballot forms, $130.66.
How much is that
$130.66.
for Williamson?
Williamson Law Book Company. 24 unpaid bills totaling $35,900.66. One bill, Home Depot credit card, $246.84, post and rails for roadside fencing. 5 unpaid bills, Cannon Financial, August rent, $108. 4D Landscaping, July, $1762.60. Murphy Bartolo O'Brien, legal attendance at village elections, $2,200. Joe Poquott bill legal, $6,699.80. Giants Beacon record, public notice, ZBA hearings, $95.60. Total for the 5 bills, $10,866 even. Visa credit card, Funflix, screen rental for movie night, $514. Credit card charge, Weebly Google, $675, 2 bills, $1,189 even. 10 bills to be approved, Axe Creative Splash Top Remote, $48. Big Yank Cleaning Service, June, $361.75. New York State Insurance Fund, $3,037.26. Arlene Plumbing, toilet in the village hall, $135. Solano Brokerage, insurance for the village, total of $17,643.04. Suffolk County Board of Elections, elections, telephone and postage, $117.19. Edwin Train, outdoor handyman, $50. Wex Bank, gasoline for the vehicle, $227.01. 10 bills, total of $21,619.25. 15 bills. Ace Hardware, $111.13. Axe Creative, set up a court computer, $36.64. By the way, the court computer crashed on us.
$36?
Yeah. Corin Jacoby, videography, for 6/8 and 6/29, $300. Lund valve testing again, $100.50. Optomobile, $94.90. PSE&G, June Streets, $306.31. PSE&G pole rental, $12.44. Small Business Management Solutions, June bookkeeping, $936.25. Triad Telecom, telephone system, $123.25. 15 bills totaling $2,021.42. 6 bills to be approved. Paula Head Corporation Portal Labs for the 3 parks, $270. Joseph Poquott bill, legal services 6/7 through 6/28, $4,750. Staples bill, $44.96. Nice Beacon Record, public notices for paving and renovation, $244.35. 6 bills, total $5,309.31. 14 bills to be paid. Cannon Financial, July payment, $303.94. GMH mechanical bill, HBC at repair, $795. Election inspector, Linda Newfield, $30. Nikon membership dues, $727. David Olson reimbursement for cork and gun expense, $27.13. Alex Parrish, election inspector, $105. Platinum Recycling and Waste, roll-offs for California Park and Digger Bluff, $1,460.65. Suffolk County Water, $108.97. Suffolk County Water, $68.60. Suffolk County Water, $32.88. Takes care of all 3 parks. Day of Rachel, election inspector, $135. Times Beacon Record, public notices for the election, $66.76. Verizon Wireless bill, public safety, $61.95. Steve Weisenberg, election inspector, $135. 14 unpaid bills, $4,057.88. Visa credit card, $196. Postage, one bill, $196. 6 bills to be approved. 4D Landscaping, June, $1762.60. Harbor Hill Construction, catch basins at Chestnut and Walnut, $28,050. New York Insurance Fund, $1,009.64. Optimum, $94.90. Times Beacon Record, public notices, New York State Code, $100.65. Williamson Loan Company, package forms, election forms, $85.06. 6 unpaid bills, totaling $31,102.85. Again, the gross total is 99 vouchers totaling $117,465.71.
Thanks, just one question, sir. The $131 for Williamson Law Books, has that been paid yet?
Yes.
Joe, on the Harbor Hills construction, now that was the total price at the end of the Walnut, all those catch basins, the sewers?
That's for the drainage.
And that's not including that was including the paving and the curbing?
No, he didn't post that, no. He's not finished, he has to still seal